There we go. Athletic Brewing Free Wave Hazy IPA, non-alcoholic. It's a beer without any beer in it, but it's actually quite good. So, enough about that. Dry January. I don't know, I'm trying it. So, anyway, I'm here today with you guys because about a week ago I did a poll on YouTube, and I wanted to see what you guys wanted to see for another upcoming video, and yeah, the result was my kit. Everybody wanted to know what kind of gear I used, and so I figured, where can I start? I have a lot of gear, but since it's winter time and it's cold, what made sense to me was stoves. So I'm not going to do hot tent stoves. I'm just going to do backpacking stoves. I've got way more than I thought I did. I've never really had to count them before. My wife was kind of chuckling at me when I was counting up all the different stoves that I have and use, by the way. But yeah, so without further ado, I'll get to it. So stay with me, guys. Alright, so the first stove I have to show you isn't really a stove. It's more of a cooker. But as you know, I like to camp out lots of different ways. I like to do bushcraft. I like to do canoeing. I like ultralight backpacking, hunting, fishing, all sorts of stuff. So I kind of have a stove that meets the needs for each different adventure. So I'm going to start with bushcraft. So as you know, I'm a fan of Self-Reliance gear. All the stuff Dave Canterbury does down there. I mean, the stuff is bomb-proof. It's awesome. And to start off, I figured I'd show you guys, I have wrapped up in this shemagh, his Bedroll cooker. So basically, yeah, I don't know if you can see that. It's just a big long steak, stakes in the ground. And then you have this kind of curlicue like pig's tail that slides over this guy, and then it hangs like so. See? Can you see? So once you've done that, you basically pound the steak in the ground, slide this guy on, and then it comes with this really kind of cool grate that you snap on the end. Oop. And then you flip it around. And there's this little slide check that holds it in place. Holds it down where it needs to be. A little bit fiddly here. It's kind of been burned in, so it's got a way it likes to be on there and a way it doesn't like to be on there. So I just got to find out which one it is. There it is. So anyway, yeah, so this little cooker, this little grill sits on there like so. And then it's also got a pot hook that comes with it. So I'll get a little closer so you can see it. But see, there's a little pot hook and the little grill grate. There's that little corkscrew kind of end that I was talking about that snaps on the end. So the cool thing is, once you drive this stake in the ground, you can put that little corkscrew guy on there, and then you can put the other corkscrew pigtail on there, and now you have two ways to cook over the fire. You have the pot hook, and you have a way to like fry up some fish or some steaks or something like that. So it's one of the things I like about this thing is it's made right here in the United States. It's also hand forged in the United States by Dave and the fine people down there at Self-Reliance Outfitters. The thing, it's not real light, but when you're bushcrafting, typically you're not worried about weight. So very traditional looking, that's why I like it. Does a great job. It's really convenient when you're, you know, have multiple things to cook over the fire. Very simple, packs down small. They call it the bedroll cooker because the idea is that you roll it up into your bedroll so it doesn't take up any space. It's made of high carbon steel. Excuse me. So it's resilient to rust. If it rains, it's not going to flash rust and, you know, be a rusty mess. And yeah, like I said, it's hand forged right here. So anyway, yeah, so the Pathfinder Bedroll cooker. That's my first stove. So let's get on to the next one. All right, so the next bushcraft kind of stove I have is called the Bushcraft Essentials. What is it? Bush Box XL, extra large. This is made in Germany. It's stainless steel, so it's pretty heavy. Again, if you're bushcrafting, weight isn't really a big problem. But as you can see, it is super flat. It is like paper flat. I carry it in this little canvas bag of the clothes. That way, because a lot of times when you use it, it gets all sooty. You know, when you have a fire, there's soot and carbon and all that, and you don't want that in your pack. So I have this little canvas zip bag to keep all the soot and crap, you know, in the bag and not in my backpack. But anyway, so it's pretty cool. It just opens right up like so, and then like basically just falls together. There it is, and it's all set. So stands up pretty nice. Comes with these little I don't know what you call them, trivets or whatever, that they slide in different spots to the stove, so you can adjust the height of a Trangia stove if you want to put a Trangia stove in there, or if you have a pot, you can adjust the height of the pot that goes in there. Comes with 2 of those. Hope my other one didn't fall out. Where is it? Yeah, it comes with 2 of those. It also comes with, so 1, 2. I'll give you guys a close-up of this thing once I get it put together. But yeah, you just slide these guys in, and you can see all these notches down through it. I don't know if you can see that from here, but you can adjust that as you go for different heights. You know, if you got a raging fire, you want to bring it up, so on and so forth. It also comes with this little grate that snaps on the top. I don't really care for the grate. It's kind of fiddly, but it works. It does a good job. This too, you can put down in there and adjust up or down. So yeah, like I said, this is the grate that it comes with. I'm not a real big fan of it, only because it has these slots on the top, but a lot of times I try to get it down in there, and I don't know, it doesn't always want to stay put. So again, Self-Reliant, shout out to those guys. I have their grate, and the grate sits right on top, and it's nice because it's a little bit bigger than the box itself, so you can adjust it, you can grab it and cool things off, pick it up, take the food off real quick. So I leave that right in this bag with it, because I have a tendency to use this a lot more. So I'll show you. Here's the grate. I don't have the measurements on it, but I can put them right here in the video, somewhere down here in the corner. But that's the grate. And then this is the Bush box itself. So it's made in Germany. I don't know if you can see Bushcraft Essentials. It's on there somewhere. Oh, turn it to the front. There it is. Get the sun just right. Anyway, made in Germania. So it's kind of heavy. This thing is like 2 pounds. I forgot what the weight was. I just said the weight. It's 2 pounds. Stainless steel. So anyway, that's the Bush box. I do like this thing. I've brought it with me on the Allagash trips, canoe trips. It's nice because you don't have to rely on fuel. You know, and it folds away real quick, as you can see. I did actually, on my Allagash trip, I basically solely relied on this Bush box for cooking. And it worked really well, surprisingly. It doesn't take a lot of sticks, twigs to get it going. The other nice thing about it is if you're in an area that, you know, you're not supposed to have a fire, this is elevated, so you can have a little campfire. So if you don't have a twig stove, I strongly recommend you get one, because they are pretty awesome. And Trangia stoves fit right in them too, so if you don't want to use twigs, you have a Trangia stove, you can always use that. It's a perfect little stand, and it offers as a stand for your pots and pans too. So anyway, so that's my big one, my big twig stove. I also have a little tiny twig stove. This is from Firebox. These are made in the United States, and this is the Firebox Nano. This thing is super tiny. That's it, it's all set up. It's just a little teeny tiny thing. I love it. Again, you can put a Trangia stove in there. You can feed the sticks in. These little legs are adjustable, so you can put a bigger or smaller pot on it. Yeah, it's awesome. This one is stainless too. This one, as small as it is, it's 45 bucks. It's not cheap. They do make a titanium version of it too, but this one's only 6 ounces. So, I mean, for 6 ounces, you buy the stainless steel one. I mean, why spend all that extra on the titanium? I don't think it's going to be really all that much lighter in the long run. That's the same with the Bushcraft Essentials Bush Box. They have a titanium one, but it's almost twice the price. So, light is not cheap. But here's a close-up of this guy. This is the Firebox Nano. Little tiny thing, as you can see. You just fold that up, the bottom, and it folds in half, nice and flat. So, and these are the little feet I was talking about that you can adjust. So, yeah, so I have that little twig stove too. As I said, a Trangia stove fits in there really nicely too. You know, if you want to do some ultralight camping, if you're thinking about using twigs for part of it, maybe you want to supplement twigs for fuel, so you don't have to carry as much fuel in your Trangia, which is, that's what this guy is, denatured alcohol. That's what I use in my Trangia. So anyway, there's an option. The last Bushcraft, this isn't really a stove, but it pertains to cooking. This is called the Quiven. You might have seen this in one of my last videos. So basically, this is just a speedy tripod disc. I don't know what you want to call it. It's a stainless steel disc. It has 3 holes in it. So what you do is you carve 3 sticks, shove them up in here, and you immediately got a tripod. You don't have to lash anything. It comes with this relatively long chain. Of course, it's tied in a knot because I put it in there sloppy and I was lazy. But anyway, yeah, this chain is probably, God, it's at least 3 feet long, I would say. It's got a hook on one end, so you can adjust it over the fire. Yeah, so it's pretty long, but I'll show you this up close too. Here we got the hook on the end right here. Focus. So it's got the hook, pretty wide loops on the chain. It is nice because when you go to hook it, it's pretty easy to hook through there, so you can adjust the chain up and down pretty quickly. This is the disc that goes on the top. Like I said, this is where you put the three poles that you carve and shove up through there. I forgot exactly how much this thing cost. I mean, it's under 20 bucks. It's not very much. It's really convenient. I know you can lash sticks together, but when you're bushcrafting, you have a lot to do anyway. I mean, it's nice to have this because it's just quick. And it's really small, I mean, it'll fit in your pocket. Super flat. Comes in this nice little leather pouch, you can see. So yeah, you shove it in your back pocket, your cargo pocket, whatever. It doesn't take up any room. So that's what I use for all my bushcraft stoves. So now we'll move on to backpacking and some ultralight stuff.